Good afternoon, it's Coffee with Mr. Karsten. Good afternoon, it's Coffee with Mr. Karsten. Good afternoon, it's Coffee with Mr. Karsten. And this is not gonna fit me, is it? You might have to even tape it on me. All right, enough of that playing around. It really is. Good afternoon, Coffee with Mr. Karsten. Hey, having a little fun. I was talking to some students that have been starting to watch more and more of our Coffee with Mr. Karsten episodes on YouTube, and so we're still wanting to have a little bit of fun. But here we are here in our theater here at LSA, and these last couple of days we've had enrollment meetings. So today I want to kind of recap some of the main points that we've shared with our current families, even some new families actually that have shown up for our enrollment meetings. But current families, we're going to talk today on Coffee with Mr. Karsten about why the Lutheran School Association. We're going to talk about the enrollment timing. We're going to really emphasize the ministry between a church and our churches and our school and our parents. Talk a little bit about the school and plans that are being made for the 2016-17 school year. And really leading up inside of these enrollment meetings, it's been our parents' chance to pick up their re-enrollment packets. And we're going to talk about what's in there and just the process that's unfolding in hopes that you're a little more informed today and that you can go share this with another family too. So let's talk about enrollment. 2016-17 school years is not quite upon us, but as many of you know, in February, we start our enrollment process. We started in February so that we can make wise decisions on staffing and programs. And in these enrollment meetings, we've had a chance to share about why parents continue to send their students here. And I want to share with you today one of the testimonials that was shared with me from our family. Our children have been at the LSA for 6 years now, and there are several reasons why we continue to choose LSA. I could write a whole page on the excellence of the academics and the programs that are offered. We love that our children are challenged academically and that they are also exposed to wonderful art, music, and athletic programs. I could fill 2 pages writing about the wonderful faculty. Our children are loved and, more importantly, felt loved by the teachers and staff. There is no substitute for sending our children to a school where they are safe and loved. However, the main reason we choose LSA is also the highest priority we have for their lives. It's a Christian education. LSA partners with us as parents to raise godly children who love and know that they are loved by Jesus. We love that Christian songs fill their heads and that they sing them at home. We love that our children hear of another's suffering and the first thing they want to do is pray for them. We appreciate that certain behaviors, which might be tolerated in a public school, are not acceptable at LSA and are dealt with in a loving and teachable way. The faculty at this school are helping us to grow our children into responsible, compassionate adults who will be ready to face the world with a foundation built on a relationship with God. There's nothing in life that is more important than this. You know, we could talk to different parents and ask them why they send their children to the LSA, probably get a variety of answers. But I think that this paragraph really does encompass a lot of the different reasons why we all, as parents, send our children to the LSA. The 2016-17 school year is being planned, and it does not happen without the ministry of 5 churches partnering with our school and partnering with our families. And these enrollment meetings have given me a chance to talk about these 5 Lutheran churches especially, and certainly there's other Christian churches that are partnering with us as well. But I really want to invite all of us to continue to model what is so important to our children, and that is the growth and the opportunity to grow on a Sunday morning in attending church. 5 churches here called the Lutheran School Association churches would invite you to be a part of attending at their Sunday services if you don't have a church home yourself. One of the things that I would tell you are the blessings waiting for you at any congregation, but in these 5 churches is the connection and the fellowship, but especially modeling it to our kids is so important as we pass on the faith to the next generation so that they'll pass on the faith to their next generation too. A personal invitation to these 5 churches from me to you, and I just continue to thank these 5 churches for the amount of financial support that they in turn give to this school so that we can exist as a K through 12 school. 2016-17 school year, we would emphasize some of the things that testimonial from that parent that we just shared would also emphasize. K through 12 intentional academics, the academics and the relationships that are so intentional. And then I would especially note that it's a K through 12. And while you might not have a high school student yourself yet, you can know that attending LSA is going to provide a beginning and a continuation of consistency in every way, both academically and spiritually. One of the high school notes that I want to cap here today and emphasize is our partnership with dual credit classes in Richland Community College. In the years past, we've had tuition both to Richland and to the Lutheran School Association as you attended high school. We're going to partner with you even more, and I want you to share this with a family you might know. We're actually going to choose to have you only pay half. If you're a full-time Richland student, pay half to the Lutheran School Association for your high school tuition, and then pay your tuition as you usually would out to Richland. Just another way to partner with families and actually to promote that might be a great way to meet the academic needs of your children. 2016-17 school year, great news for us as families. No tuition increase this year, and most of our fees stay the same. I want to make one emphasis, and I think you're going to see this flash up on your screen. We are going to add a technology fee, K through 12, but we're going to keep that as a pretty nominal fee of $50 a student. And that's going to help us cover licenses and Wi-Fi that's in the building and maintenance and upkeep of many of our computer labs. The other thing I want to emphasize along technology is that we are going to go to a bring your own device. And that's going to be grades 7 through 12, where we're going to encourage you to go out there and find your own tablet. Many of the families these last couple of years have said, we already have a tablet, can't we use that? You can, but we'll also partner with families and lease a tablet to you if that need arises. These enrollment meetings have given me a chance to talk about the 16-17 school year in terms of staffing. We are looking to replace Mrs. Dipple as she retires as our elementary principal. So we've had a couple of candidates on campus interviewing for that position, so keep that in your prayers. We look at our elementary and high school staffing in terms of the teaching positions, and we are looking to monitor our enrollment so that we know exactly how many staff members we need. But third grade, fourth grade, and middle school and high school English are some of the areas where we're keeping a real close eye on some of our needs. I want to share with you some budget numbers. It costs $2.8 million to run our K through 12. I shared that at our enrollment meetings. Just over $1 million of that comes from tuition, and just over $1 million of that comes from our churches. And then donations are so important. So when we talk about auctions and golf outings and other ways that God has blessed you, that you can be a blessing to this school, please know that those donations are so important as we run the operations of the school. Finally, the final thing that I shared with our parents in this enrollment meeting is that we have a re-enrollment packet for you. So you're going to pick up a packet at these enrollment meetings, and inside that packet, you're going to see our enrollment process outlined, our payment plans, the enrollment forms that you need to fill out, and in some cases get signed by your pastor or your church. Information about financial aid, information about our school calendar for next year, a little more information about our 5 churches, and again, just all the things that you're going to need as you consider next year in terms of enrolling your children for their education. One final thing while I got you, and you'll see this pop up on your screen too. There's a lot of ways that you can help right now. We have an enrollment process going on, and you could help by telling other people about the school year that's about to become the 16-17 school year. So our referral process, we could tell you some things to share, but I would just tell you to share your heart and be honest. Tell about your own experiences. Tell about experiences that your family has had. Get involved. Be a volunteer. Certainly our volunteer hour program is still going to be part of next school year. But I just keep telling parents it's no more important than modeling that for our children too. We got to teach a great giving heart and a giving volunteer attitude to our children if they in turn are going to have a giving heart and attitude when they are parents in the future. And one more thing that I would tell you to get involved with, as you volunteer, our resale shop down on Cerro Gordo Street takes donations and takes volunteer hours. And definitely tell somebody here in this community how amazing that place is. If you haven't been there, come down and see it for yourself. One final thing I would talk about is our gym banner program. And you might see a couple of pictures of some of our gym banners, but hundreds and hundreds of people come in and out of our gym. And we have a new brochure that would offer your business or a business that you know the opportunity to advertise their business in our school gymnasium for hundreds and hundreds of people to see. And at the same time, it definitely supports the Lutheran school. So I'm going to close that way. Ongoing ways that you can get communication from us. We keep sharing our social media, and maybe as we end this video, we'll put up our Facebook and our Twitter accounts and some of that other social media ways that you can keep in touch with us. But to all the families, and I'm going to say especially to some of our students that keep watching these Coffee with Mr. Karstens, I had a lot of adult stuff today, but I want to say hi to all the students that are becoming fans of Coffee with Mr. Karsten. We'll get some students on this next episode as we get into more planning for the 16-17 school year. I won't put a hat on to end this thing, but I'm going to say to God be the glory. Have a great day.